Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Retro Collection, Agent Venom. If Saturday morning cartoons fueled your imagination as a kid and powers your action figure collecting now as an adult, then you're in the right place. Thanks for stopping by and welcome to Saturday Morning Toy Collector.
And if you like my content, please consider subscribing.
Okay, here we have the front of the package in that nice retro Spider-Man retro collection. We have some nice, a little bit of artwork there. Agent Venom, Flash Thompson, and then we see everything that he comes with, some extra hands, his weapons, his extra head. I like that they chose to have him come packaged with the Flash Thompson head and not the Agent Venom head. I don't know why. It's more appealing to me in package, even though we're going to be opening this up. And then here we have the back of the package with the figure standing here. It says, when Flash Thompson bonds with his alien parasite suit, he's granted spider-like powers as Agent Venom. And then you see the cross-sell here with Spider-Man Unlimited, Spider-Boy, Electro, Marvel's Kane, and then Marvel's Chameleon. So, I just watched Kraven the Hunter the other night, and it wasn't terrible. I think it was probably the best out of their out of Sony's Spider-Verse, and Chameleon made an appearance, which was pretty cool. All right, so let's get this guy opened up, take a closer look at everything he comes with. All right, starting off with his weapons, which I know has been a big point of contention for a lot of collectors. Yeah, I mean, they're not terrible, but, I would say that these are like, what do we want to say? We want to say like the first few figures in the G.I. Joe Classified series line, very futuristic. I've heard some people say that these are the same guns that come with Chameleon. I don't know. I don't have Chameleon, don't plan on buying him, so I don't know. But yeah, these are just made up guns cast in a dark gray. We also have this pistol here, which is, still very futuristic, but also more laser gunny. And I understand. I mean, these are going to be played with by younger kids, not just adult collectors. So, we don't want to go too realistic with them. We do have several sets of hands that he comes with. He does come with two fists with the classic Venom square on the back, and these are on horizontal pegs. We have two trigger finger hands with, you can kind of see the Venom nails on there. These are on vertical hinges, so I'm happy about that. That's a good little adjustment. Always dig that. And then two clawing hands, which are, on horizontal hinges. Then we get to the two heads that we have. We have the one that I've heard people say looks like Aaron Eckhart as Harvey Dent from the Dark Knight. I also heard somebody say he looks like Jaime Lannister from Game of Thrones. But you know what? I dig this head sculpt. I think it looks nice. I like the stern look on the face. I like the windswept hair. It looks really nice. I mean, I kind of wish it had like a wash to the hair or like some dry brushing to bring out the highlights, but not just one solid piece. But other than that, it looks really nice, and I dig the detail on the face. It looks really, really clean. And then, of course, we have the Agent Venom mask, which is just the black mask. It does look like it's got some sculpted lines where it looks like you can see the ear or the brow and the nose underneath. So it looks nice. Nice clean paint on the eyes as well. So I hope the figure is nice and clean as this head sculpt. And here we have Agent Venom just straight out of the package I say straight out of the package. I've changed out the hands and the head just to give him the base Agent Venom look. And I'm going to go ahead and be honest with you guys. I don't know a lot about Agent Venom. I've watched a couple of videos on YouTube about, who he is, how Flash Thompson got to be him. Apparently he was a soldier after high school, went into the army, and had his legs amputated due to an injury, and then he was given the symbiote suit, and then became Agent Venom. That's the extent of my knowledge. But I picked him up because I like his design. I think it looks nice, and he looks like a fun figure to pose around, and I really enjoy posing a fun figure. So we're going to get him off this rotating base and get up close and personal and take a closer look at all of the details on that really cool suit. And I hope I have as much fun posing him as he looks. Okay, taking a closer look at the articulation here with the head, he can look up about that far. He can look down about that far. It's just a single ball underneath there. So you do get some tilt or whatever, but you're not getting any extra mobility. There's no ball peg down in the neck. It's just literally, yeah, this does not move. This part is, so you just have this piece here. And I don't know if that's because of the head swapping. They want to make sure that it's not going to break off. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's the decision they went with there. The arms can go all the way out to the side and hit that T-pose, no problem. I do like that the shoulder pads are on a little cuff that goes with the arm, so you can rotate it all the way around. They're not linked to the chest. The chest can only bend forward about that far, and it can bend back that far. That's about it. And there's no waist articulation. It doesn't rotate at the waist. This is one solid piece right here. I don't know, is that standard for Marvel Legends? It seems like I remember there being a waist swivel on some figures. I don't buy a lot, so I don't know. We do have the upper bicep swivel. We have double jointed pinless elbows. I heard somebody in one review refer to them as hidden pins. They do have the hidden pins, and I like that too. That's pretty neat. We do have a rotation, and depending on which set of hands you have, you're either going to have a vertical or a horizontal hinge, so you can get some really cool poses out of the hands. As well. Like I said, no swivel at the waist, no rotation. There is no drop down either, but we do have this thigh swivel right here, which is really nicely hidden with the bands, which are affixed to the figure. We have this little holster here, a little drop leg holster. Leg can go all the way forward, no problem. Can go out to the side, no problem, and then can go back about that far. We do have the double jointed pinless knees. There we go. He can go all the way back, kick his own butt, no problem. And then let's see here, no boot cut. And then we do have forward facing pin and hinge, but I don't feel much of a swivel down there, so the feet are not the best articulated. So let's go ahead and pop this head off, and then pop on the Flash Thompson head. And like I said before, I really dig this head. I think it looks really nice. I know a lot of people are saying that it's a little too oversized, because if you were to pull back his shoulder pads, you can see how small his shoulders are. His head looks a little oversized, but with the shoulder pads on, it kind of looks appropriate. I don't know. I dig it. I think it's a good size. It works well for me. It doesn't bother me any. But as far as the details on the suit, we see lots of little spiky little nubs all over the shoulder pads. We have a nice texture to the leather jacket, or the Venom symbiote suit itself, but it kind of looks like a leather jacket right there. We have nice stripes and lines down on the arms, and then we have some spiky bits down on the gauntlets, which looks really nice. It almost looks like sleeves. Again, having never read the comic, I don't know if this is more like a jacket or more as the symbiote suit, this is his skin, like it is with Venom. I'm not sure. We do have a nice little hit of silver right here on the belt. Nice pouches all the way around. We do have that little drop leg holster right there, and his pistol fits in very nicely, so that's not a problem. And then going down to the what looks like knee pads, and then of course the spiky bits down on the boots, and the little strap or cuff that goes all the way around, and then what looks to be biker boots down at the bottom. Let's swap the hands out. They are very easy to swap out, so I really appreciate how easy that is. They feel like they have just the right amount of tension to stay in and not be loose, but they don't feel too hard or like the pin's going to pop when you swap them out. And then just putting the hands in, putting the guns in the hands is not going to be a problem. I totally see what people say about these weapons, and I agree. As a matter of fact, after we do this little test, I think it's time that we kind of upgrade him with a little better weaponry. I mean, I have so many extra G.I. Joe classified weapons, giving him some of these are not going to be a problem. I'm just going to kit him out with a whole his own little armory from my G.I. Joe classified series. But yeah, this guy is looking really tough. He looks to be a lot of fun to pose. I really do wish we had a swivel right here. I wish that would be a little bit better, and then I wish we had some better articulation down in the feet. But for a $25 mass market retail figure, he's pretty awesome. So let's get him into some lighting and into some backgrounds and see how he poses up. Like I said, I am not an avid, Marvel Legends collector. I love posing figures, and I love making pose videos. And so every once in a while, I'll be in a store, and I'll have a little bit of extra cash or whatever, and I'll see somebody like this that I want to pick up, and just pose around and carry around with me for a while. I love the Punisher. This guy's got a very Punisher vibe to him. I'll probably put him on my shelf next to my Marvel Legends Punisher. I love Black Suit Spider-Man. That's my favorite version of Spider-Man, so I'll probably put him up there too, and have my own little Defenders, or my own little Marvel Knights shelf with those three on it. He definitely needed a glow up a little bit. He needed an armory. Thankfully I've got a lot of weapons from all of the G.I. Joe classified series to kit him out with something really nice and neat. And yeah, this guy he moves good, he looks good, and he is a lot of fun to mess around with. I understand the gripes that people have, and they're all valid. I say no lie detected, but for me, this guy is well worth the $25 price point, and he's a lot of fun to mess around with. And so expect some more pose videos to come. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. I super appreciate it. Please continue to check us out over at Instagram at Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I am your Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I'm your host, Mark, and I will see you in the toy aisles.